Hello, welcome to another great episode of DarkMatch, this time for Impact, the week of April 13th, 2012. I'm DigiFox. I'm the fox that rocks your socks.
I'm No Leaf Clover, and if you hear me hacking up along, I'm sorry, but someone got me sick.
I'm Iron Bite, and I'm here.
And as always, I am your Foxy friend Backlash. And hey, once again, it's time for What is Iron Sheik tweeting now?
Oh, he's had some good ones.
Angelina Jolie, I see her, I make her cry and humble her to new African baby come out of her new country way. Hashtag Team Sheiky.
Oh, only the Sheik can get away with saying something like that.
Well, I guess Iron Sheik heard Brad and Angelina. They're engaged, everybody. And I guess he's just,
They're not already married?
No. They have said that they will not get married until everybody can get married. And I guess with the way things are looking, they finally said, fuck it, let's just get married.
I don't care, so I'm not going to say anything.
That's good, because I don't care either. I'm just informed. That's probably why Iron Sheik is tweeting about Angelina Jolie's leg again.
Yeah.
Impact, huh?
So, yeah, how about that Impact?
Impact.
It was good.
Good is stretching it, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I'd say there was
was okay.
multiple, which at this point, that's the best we can expect from Impact.
yeah.
It was okay-ish. It didn't start off okay, though. But when does Impact ever start off okay?
That's true. But that's true. I mean, come on, it's especially now that we're in the Hogan era of TNA. Wait, did we ever leave the Hogan era?
I think we were in the Hogan era the whole time.
I think this is the Hogan era Mark II. This time
You're in Mark III?
You're right.
Well, he's come around 360 since he first came into TNA.
Yeah. God.
He came in as a face, and then he was a heel, and then he was a face again, and then I don't fucking know anymore.
You know what? I think you're right, Noe. I think this is the Hogan era Mark III. This time he's a good guy.
Yeah, his face is spun around a few times like Beetlejuice.
Or he's the living tribunal.
Oh, who the fuck even cares?
So we start off with the magnificent orator known as Bully Ray.
And Eric Bischoff.
And is Lethal Lockdown this year really between the Bischoffs?
Yes.
It's career versus career, father and son.
Oh, wow. Who am I supposed to root for? I don't get it.
Well, is there a way that they can both lose and then both go away? Because if there is, I'm in favor of that.
Well, I think there's a way that they can both lose. Vince McMahon can buy out the company and fire both of them.
Vince McMahon's never going to buy TNA. He'll buy the tape library, but he ain't keeping this shithole open.
Yeah, he's going to wait for it to die and then just give them whatever money he wants for whatever talent hasn't completely destroyed their credibility and whatever tape.
Well,
oh god.
At this point, who hasn't? Who's got credibility left? You know?
It's a very good point.
Oh.
But at any rate, we open up Impact, and Eric Bischoff has to talk because, that'll put butts in the fucking seats.
Love that.
He goes on and
yeah, Bischoff opens.
Is to go on and on about, the fact that the name Eric Bischoff will live on long after we're all dead and gone. Which it won't, because if we're all dead and gone, who the fuck will be around to remember it? You fucking cockbite.
Yeah, he'll be
Our
like
children.
performing wrestling shows in an empty
Our
arena.
children.
Mm,
So Eric Bischoff's quote unquote badass team for Lockdown is Bully Ray,
I'm bored.
Gunner,
Oh God.
Gunner! Oh
Frankie Kazarian, and
Why?
Christopher Daniels.
Why?
no! Don't you need 5 people for Lethal Lockdown?
So
there's
basically, it's like it's like 2 people who are an immortal, one guy who is sort of aligned with immortal, and then there's Kazarian who is just there.
Yeah, who's a brainwashed zombie or whatever the fuck
Oh
he is.
God! Please don't tell me they're doing the lesbian zombie angle, pulling Kazarian and Daniels. Ugh.
No, seriously, isn't there supposed to be like 5 people in Lethal Lockdown?
There is, but we'll get to
Oh
that.
yeah.
We'll get to
I
that.
forgot.
I'm surprised you even remember anything of this show because I certainly don't.
I don't. I try to block Impact from my mind when I watch it. I don't even know why I watch it. Oh yeah, because I do this for a living.
Yeah.
Because you're a masochist.
I think that's it. I think at this point, the only reason we review Impact or even watch TNA at all and joins the million or so people who do, but don't buy their pay-per-views, is because we're masochists. We enjoy it. We enjoy the pain. That's it.
Would you
We
really
want
even
to
say?
build ups.
Would you really even say million people who watch this?
Well,
There's a million people that watch it. Let's give credit where
Oh,
credit.
that depresses me.
well, there is a well. It generally brings in a 1 rating every single week, and that's 1 million people. If I was explained to me how ratings work, right? One is 1 million people, right?
Right.
Okay. So there has to
Well,
be.
one is like 900,000. It's like once you get to like 1.4, then you've cracked a million, which is where TNA is basically.
Well, still, when you think about how many wrestling fans there are, I guess it's not that bad. But 1 million people. Oh my god. That means there's 1 million Larses in the world.
Oh,
There sure is.
I'm so sorry for that. Anyways,
So, anyways, Bully
Yep.
Ray comes. Bully Ray comes out and he says he's proud to stand next to Bischoff and he'd do anything for him. But as great a man as Bischoff is, he made one mistake, and that's his bastard son, Garrett. He's not a bastard. He has a father. And he knows who his father is. And his mom and dad were married. He's not a bastard.
I can sum up this promo pretty much with one simple mental image that I'm going to leave you with.
Did you just mimic Bully Ray filleting fucking Eric Bischoff?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have nightmares now.
you're welcome.
Oh.
I
Well,
fucking hate
well,
you.
well, I know who to send our therapy bills to. Everybody backlash, and after the show, I will be getting you his address.
You don't know
So
my address.
He's
think I
like, you don't know my address. It's not. He doesn't care that he fucking scarred us all.
What the fuck can you people do to me?
send you Bully Ray.
Yeah, he already lives with Lars. Isn't that enough?
Hey, that's 2. Let's move on.
Let's move
So
on.
Garrett Bischoff comes out.
Well, no, we skipped something.
Yeah.
They set up that there's going to be a best of 3 series tonight about who's going to have the advantage at Lethal Lockdown. Eric's gonna win because they always do.
Backlash. You got some. I didn't quite hear that. What'd you say there?
I said Eric is going to win. The heels always win this shit. Excuse me, No Leaf. I think I'm catching your cold.
Jesus, no leaf. Cover your mouth when you cough next time.
Sorry.
So Garrett is coming out because why not? And I guess we're going to find, instead of Garrett telling us who his team is, we're going to find out who it is in the best of 3. There are 4 members. Oh, right. He's one. Never mind. So our first match of the night, everybody, is Mr. Anderson versus Gunner. I'm sorry. I'm bored already.
Oh
Is
boy.
Mr. Anderson a face or a heel? Because he seems to switch at random each week.
He's an asshole.
Shut up, Anderson. Pick an alignment. Stick with it. Now roll for it.
He's
I
a
put this on
true
Twitter.
neutral.
I put this on Twitter. They couldn't have. I would rather watch a white bread sandwich with no crust with just mayonnaise than watch fucking Gunner and fucking. Why this match?
Are they
Who is
trying to
this?
torture us?
Yes!
Apparently.
This match sucked. I mean, why is Gunner... Just why is Gunner?
Considering the fact that Gunner is a security guard for TNA who couldn't do his fucking job even when he was being paid, you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know why Gunner. And the way they pushed him is just so haphazard. Oh, we're gonna give you the television title, and then you job to Eric Young. Yeah. It's just I don't know. I really honestly cannot tell you why Gunner. Yeah, but this match was like No Leaf said, whiter, blander than a mayonnaise sandwich on white bread with the crust cut off.
There was nothing happened. Can I get some salt and some pepper? Maybe some paprika? I need some fucking spice.
Yeah, there's nothing. This was a by the books, by the numbers, lackluster match, and the finish didn't even make any fucking sense.
It was
Oh,
a countdown. Or
No. Here's how it goes. Anderson, who, let's just say is the face, attacks Gunner, who is the heel, by choking him until he gets the 5 count.
yeah. Yeah, that. Why? Why? I mean, why the fuck would Anderson do that? Especially with the stakes as quote unquote high as they are. I mean,
Because Anderson's a retard. That's why.
You know what? I don't even really get this whole advantage thing because Lethal Lockdown is so formulaic.
yeah, I know.
Like, the heels enter first, always, so they have the advantage. Well, it starts one-on-one, and the face usually has the advantage then. Then a heel team member comes in, heels have the advantage. Face team member comes in, faces have the advantage, back and forth, till eventually everyone's in there, they're hitting each other with weapons, and somebody wins. That's how
Yeah.
every Lethal Lockdown match goes.
And more often than not, it's the faces who win.
Usually.
I don't understand why this feud needs a fucking Lethal Lockdown. I don't even know why this fucking feud exists.
Because Eric Bischoff has to be on the show in some fucking capacity because, and if he's going to be on the show every week because God knows he doesn't want to do any fucking work, he might as well also put his son that no one gives 2 fucks about also on the show. No one gives a shit about fucking name. This is beyond fucking nepotism. I would rather watch Greg fucking Gagne a million fucking times than watch. I would rather watch a million Greg Gagne versus David Flair matches than watch 1 fucking more second of Garrett Bischoff.
Seriously,
I keep going.
I know.
Going. I want to see a fucking Eric Watts match. Can we see an Eric Watts match?
At least an Eric
Wow.
Watts match would be funny.
Wow, that just comes out of nowhere. Eric
I would rather watch fucking Johnny Ace versus Eric Watts any day of the fucking week.
Wow.
If it meant I didn't have to watch Derek Bischoff one more fucking time.
I haven't heard of the name Eric Watts in years. Wow. Okay,
If
so
you're
this,
watching this on YouTube, I know that we have a bunch of TNA marks for us. Garrett Bischoff. That's my argument.
yeah,
That's my argument, and fuck you.
Mr.
I mean-
Gas Station himself.
I mean, we're not we actually, I know how much we bash TNA. We bash it a fuck ton, but that's because it hurts us so. So we have to hurt it back. If it didn't hurt us so, maybe we wouldn't be hurting it so bad. So perhaps your comments, and if you leave any in anger, maybe you want to, I don't know, go talk to TNA into not sucking as much.
You know what? We'll deal with them another day. But we've got so much more stupid to get through. Let's get on with it.
Speaking of stupid, here's Eric Young.
Hey,
Well, no. This is not, I mean, yes, this is stupid. This is the stupid fun we actually like about TNA. I just wish
Yeah.
that stupid fun didn't become connected to TV.
Eric Young's getting ready for his wedding.
And wait, is he here? No, War Machine's not here. So yeah, Abyss walks in.
yeah.
Oh my God, Abyss? Really? Wait a second.
Ugh.
Wait a second here.
It's
And
fucking Abyss.
he
Fuck
he
you.
looks like a
No,
fat
not even
IRS.
It's Abyss.
No, we only do that to troll War Machine. It's Abyss. Come on.
Oh, Joseph Park, right? Yeah. Hey, Abyss's real identity. I wonder when somebody's just gonna go, Joseph, come here, put this on, and then look in the mirror. Oh my God! Hi, Abyss. Wait a second here. You're Abyss. I'm sorry, but you're Abyss. I can't be Abyss. He's my brother. No.
What is the payoff to this angle? Where are they going with this? I don't understand.
What is
I don't
the
know,
payoff to any TNA angle?
It seems like this feud is pretty abysmal.
Ugh.
Oh,
No.
oh,
Ugh.
my brain.
That one physically pained me.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh God. Oh,
I couldn't
Oh.
let that one go. I had to get it out.
oh. I don't.
Ah,
Okay, moving on for this segment.
that hurt my soul.
Oh, that didn't just hurt. That hurt. Anyways, going to the next segment because I can't recover off of that. We got the Motor City Machine Guns in the ring. With Mike.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Ah, there we go. So some actual decency.
It's nice to see them back, isn't it?
Yes, unfortunately they're bitching about Joe and Magnus.
Yeah.
Well, I thought this. No, I don't think it's unfortunate. I thought this was a really good promo.
Well, you know what? It's interesting that they basically are running down the TNA tag team divisions, and they're basically saying at Lockdown that we're gonna get the Motor City Machine Guns and versus Joe and Magnus, and really, if they don't win it at Lockdown, what's the point of them coming back?
There isn't one.
No, there isn't one. Motor City Machine Guns basically run down what the tag team division has been. What with Crimson and Morgan and other areas, and then they run down the fact that hey, they beaten Beer Money and hey, they retired Team 3D. They put over Beer Money pretty damn good.
Yeah.
At least I thought, and basically, Joe Magnus at Sunday. They're not facing Curryman and Shark Boy. I'd actually like to see that match. They're facing the Motor City Machine Guns, and they promise they're going to be the next tag team champion. And this brings out Joe and Magnus. And be that with it, be what you might say about this tag team. At least Magnus takes the lead in the talking.
Magnus is actually not a bad, promo guy.
No, he's not. I much prefer him to Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joe just sitting there kind of being like the smug douchebag that's like, bring it on. It's actually a surprisingly good role for him.
Yes, because he is the smug douchebag.
Yeah, kind of.
And
Joe has not cared for so long that it's kind of become his gimmick.
Yeah.
That's actually one of his moves now, isn't it? Where a guy goes for a top rope move and he just half-heartedly walks away.
Yeah.
He's done that spot so many goddamn times. And it's hilarious every time.
You.
Oh.
But then, just when the segment was sort of getting good, and they're about to like throw down, like, why should we wait till lockdown to get started? And they're about to throw down, and then fucking Mexican American comes out.
Fuck! God
Why
damn
is
it!
this guy's back?
Oh.
I thought it was a one-time thing because they were doing the whole video game shit, but
Oh,
I guess
No.
they're like, no, there's money in this tag team. No.
Hernandez signed a new contract.
oh.
And this brings out Chavo Bagwell and Supermax. Oh god, and it's like, well, you know what? We got one thing to say, and they jump the four guys in the ring.
And they, of course, they get their asses handed to them. Two
Why?
seconds flat.
You're two guys, and you have attached to you a pair two pairs of tits, but you're two guys. I know most of the guys in that ring are smaller than Hernandez, but Hernandez sucks.
And two of those guys are Samoa Joe and fucking Magnus. Like,
Let's see. There's this huge guy who's been on a killing spree for 5 years, and this other British guy who could probably kick my teeth in. We could take him.
Oh, and don't forget, there's the guns. The guns will totally help us, right? Right?
They took on four guys at once. Like, I actually decided to follow the Impact Wrestling hashtag, and like, there weren't really. I was kind of impressed because there weren't like a lot of there was no blatant fanboyism. Like when something stupid happened, people called it fucking stupid or whatever. But besides that, when this fucking segment happened, everyone was like, "What? Why would you attack? You're only two guys. Why would you do that? The numbers advantage is not in your fucking favor."
Oh,
it just makes them look stupid.
it does. It makes them stupid, and I swear to God, I am so glad that that lockdown is an all steel cage gimmick pay per view, because now we won't see these two morons running in to fuck up, which should be a pretty decent tag.
No, they will. They always find a way.
Bitch, do not ruin this for me.
If they say that cage is locked, someone always gets in the damn cage.
Oh yeah, they'll come in with a soldering iron and cut a fucking door in it.
Our next match is decent.
Oh yes, it is Christopher Daniels versus Austin Aries. I liked this match.
Yeah,
Austin Aries is a face.
Match of the night, easily.
Yeah, it's weird that Austin Aries is a face, especially when he was getting such glowing endorsements from Bischoff before this. I still don't get it, but I take what I can get.
He still dresses like a Harry Potter villain.
Now all I can see is Austin Aries with a wand menacing Harry Potter.
Expecto Patronum!
Oh, this was actually
words.
I gotta get more polyjuice potion.
You can't really say anything bad when you've got Christopher Daniels and Austin Aries locking up in the middle of the ring because they know each other. They know how to. They know how to, take care of each other in the ring because they've worked for so long.
Yeah.
I have to be honest. I really thought that the first match was going to be fucking Daniels versus AJ because only TNA could take an awesome pairing like fucking Daniels and AJ, who can have incredible matches anytime they want and make me fucking dread seeing it.
Yeah, that 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 that's failure.
Yeah, when the stake is the career of a Bischoff.
Yeah, I mean that's failure. I mean, okay, on paper, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, that fucking rocks. But we're sick of it. That takes failure to a brand new level.
It's just been done to death. I mean, they've even said on like at the last pay-per-view, fucking Victory Road, Mike Tenay called this shit predictable. He actually did that.
When Mike Tenay is calling your shit predictable,
When he's not being a fucking company shill, then you know you fucked up.
yeah, pretty much. I think, and I actually did watch what was it? The latest Botchamania, which had Victory Road on it, and some of the shit Taz was saying was just amazing. And Mike Tenay now understands it, and it scares him. Oh god,
Yeah, if you haven't seen that Botchamania, please do watch it. We missed a lot of bullshit that they pulled. Like, they were using last year's graphic.
oh god. Oh, I will admit I miss Victory Road because, well, if I don't have to watch this shit, I don't watch it. Um, but it's just so amazing that. But back to this match. Decent match ends with Aries with the brainbuster and doesn't go for the last chicanery, which is kind of been weird because they kind of it anyway. It feels to me that it's kind of like they're trying to Cena Austin Aries, kind of with the I'll hit
I
my
thought
finish.
they were trying to make him the CM Punk personally.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been saying because he has sort of become like this voice of the IWC when he cuts his promos.
True, but it almost seemed to me that in ring they're trying to make him the next TNA's answer to Cena, which is completely stupid. But and they've kind of been having him hit his.
Well, it's not stupid. They do kind of need that guy. It's not going to be Aries because he's
No,
just not that dude.
no, it's not. That's kind of why it's kind of weird. But they've been kind of having hit his finisher, then lock in a submission move. Doesn't make sense. But then again, does it make sense with Cena? No. Whatever makes sense with Cena. No.
Well, at
But
the very least, his submission move flows pretty good from his finisher.
Yeah,
these are areas.
Cena's.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Aries wins with the Brainbuster, tying up the best of three series at one apiece. And next we have, well, they're starting to set up the cage for Eric Young and ODB's wedding. But Jeff Hardy decides to come on down.
Yeah, just random Jeff Hardy promo.
Yeah,
Random
because
being the operative word.
because I like it when he talks about his creatures of the night and mounting up and
Well,
what?
this is a very standard promo. It's like, Kurt, you cost me the title. Now I'm going to beat you up in a cage.
Oh, and speaking of Kurt, he will not be trying out for the Olympics.
Actually, is he even going to be able to make it to lockdown? Because didn't he fuck up his leg really
Yeah,
bad?
he did. Yeah, he did, which is part of the reason why he will not be trying out for the Olympics. Well, that and the fact that his neck is made of
Silly putty.
No, I don't even think it's silly. It's those pipettes that you build uh, models of spiders out of, and I think twine.
Is it good twine?
Oh no, it's the dollar store twine.
Oh, yeah. There's
Yeah,
your problem.
so
But yeah, Kurt Angle, doesn't he have a torn MCL?
I think he has a torn hamstring.
I
Yeah.
read torn MCL and a
Well,
torn hamstring. He injured both of those.
yeah.
If he's
this
got a torn
match,
MCL, he ain't making it to lockdown. And if he shows up at lockdown, he's a fucking idiot.
Well,
This is
this
that.
Kurt
match
Angle
could
for
be
you.
interesting.
Oh god. Does anybody want to talk about Montgomery Gentry and James Storm? Because I fucking don't.
Really?
Was he that Amish guy?
Montgomery Gentry is a country music band made up of two people.
Okay, because like what one of the guys looked like he was Amish.
Yeah, I think that Gentry, literally, their names, the name of the band is made up of their, made up of their last names, or their names, I think. Hold on a second, I shall check. Talk amongst yourselves.
Who
And
cares?
I don't care.
Iron, but you're wasting time.
I know,
Yeah,
I-
it's just
Don't you
James
ever-
Storm's hanging around with an Amish-looking dude, and that's about it. That's all we need to know.
I don't even care. What is the crossover between Montgomery Gentry and TNA?
They
Okay,
they
subject.
did his theme song. They did
What?
James Storm's theme song, I think.
Huh?
Yeah, his I'm a beer drinking, fish catching. However it
I'm
goes.
a guy who's a guy who's a guy, and also a guy.
I'm a Southern guy.
Yup.
What? Hey, uh,
I'm a
that's
country
it?
guy.
That's it.
I'm a country guy.
Okay,
Watch
moving
me drink
on.
beer and
That
spit
is
in
the
this
most-
pontoon.
We have a lot more weird shit to talk about.
That is
Yeah.
the most random. That's the most. Oh, move on.
Moving on.
Oh, oh, good. Here's Eric Young talking with Rosita and Sarita. Then they're wearing robes.
Eric
And
Young gets all the ladies.
So yeah, Serena and Rosita are trying to tempt
Yeah.
Eric to cheat on ODB.
And why? I don't get why they're doing this. I mean, yeah, they're
think
heels. Yeah, they're bad people, but why do they have a problem with Eric and ODB getting married?
The championship. They want the Knockouts tag team titles.
Ugh.
That's why they're vamping on him.
So they tried to seduce Eric Young.
I honestly forgot those existed. Okay?
Well, this is the reason why ODB and Eric Young are kind of together. But you know what? Let's talk about this wedding. This is on my results. This is called the half-wit steel cage wedding, and
This was awesome. And anyone who says it wasn't awesome, you're
I
just
have
a soulless individual.
I have to say, Eric Cornelius Young, um, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. This was better than the Billy and Chuck marriage that ended with Stephanie getting a huge splash from Umaga.
Yeah, when they were
He
3
was
minutes
called
long.
Jamal back then, but
Did I just say 3 minutes?
Yes, you did. I mean, this was better than that way. I think that's the only wedding I know of that ended in comedy. If you enjoy watching Stephanie McMahon get killed.
well, no, that was funny unintentionally because everyone hated Stephanie, and watching that happen to her was funny. But no, she was a
It
face at
was
the time,
also funny because
we were supposed to feel sorry for her.
it was also funny because Glad was all like, "Oh, thank you WWE for being so progressive," and then the first words out of fucking Billy Gunn's mouth are, "Wait a minute, we're not gay. We don't do that gay stuff."
So as they're taking their vows, out comes Sarita and Rosita, and they're still wearing their robes, and they want to know that they object to this wedding, and we would like to show Eric Young exactly what it is they're missing, and they take off what he's missing, and well, turns out they're wearing the sexy undies.
I will
And-
refrain from comment because I am in a very much committed relationship with my girlfriend, who I love very much. I love you. Don't be mad at me. They're talking about it, not me.
oh my
It was
god!
them.
So
I mean,
I'll say this on behalf of No Leaf. Damn, look at them titties.
I would never say something that inappropriate.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
yeah, literally. Now, granted, Rosita has the body of a 12-year-old, but Sarita,
This makes you feel really dirty,
you're
but
welcome.
maybe it's fine with Iron Bite. I don't know.
Sarita, on the other hand, oh, I have to agree with my result. El Caliente doesn't describe it at all. Oh, good Lord. I about had a heart attack. Woo! And then ODB takes off her dress.
She's like,
Why would you want those when you can have this? Bam!
She
and then
has
Eric Young decides to take off his clothes because he's like, this is what this wedding is missing.
and he's
You know
got
what this wedding needs? More naked people.
Eric Young is
Oh.
contractually obligated to take his clothing off everywhere he goes.
and he's got on the camo speedo.
Wow, wow.
And it was actually showing up through his suit too.
Yeah, it was. And then ODB asks, tells, doesn't ask, orders the preacher to take his clothes off because why the
I'm
hell?
sure that's completely blasphemy, but
I'm sure there's a
And-
reason behind this, but
Well,
He seemed cool with it.
yeah, he kind of did. Well, to make a long story short, Eric Young and ODB are now married. Congratulations, Eric Young!
yes,
He
this
actually
marriage
had-
did end in disaster.
yeah, let's see how long TNA remembers this.
Well, apparently ODB is not going to take his last name, but she will take his ring music.
Well, the old Dirty Young doesn't have the same ring to it.
That's true. That's true. Well, then we go to the back where Ric Flair is pumping up Bully Ray. I don't care.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. Because you're broke.
Yeah, pretty much that.
WG
So-
rejected your offer.
Our next match is Bully Ray with Team Eric versus the phenomenal AJ Styles with Team Garrett. Do I have to tell you who wins this?
Oh. So basically, this is the third match of the night where it's
Yeah.
the 2 out of 3 series.
Yep.
And so all the members on each team they're out here, and they ended a huge brawl,
Yeah.
and fucking Bully Ray wins with his chain
Okay.
shot.
I don't remember anything of this match.
No, I honestly cannot tell you what the hell happened in this match besides, the big brawl at the end. Why? Why the hell is AJ fucking Styles, the face of your goddamn company, jobbing to Capzilla?
He didn't just job to Capzilla. He jobbed to a chain wallet. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, there's jobbing, and then there's jobbing hard.
Yeah.
That was just jobbing.
I mean, jobbing to a chain wallet. And not even a good one.
Basically,
Oh.
they're trying to set up, that Eric Bischoff's team, or Team Eric, whatever the fuck you want to call it, has the advantage going in.
Duh.
Yeah.
It's just basic story.
We all know that.
Yeah, and after this match, this brings out the TNA general manager, Hulk Hogan. And apparently Lethal Lockdown's not going to be 4-on-4. It's going to be 5-on-5. And Eric's got 3 minutes to tell him who the fifth man is. And by the way, that's the exact length of a commercial break. I see what they did there.
Like, was that on purpose just for the commercial break, or were they actually making a 3-minute warning joke?
No, I think that was on purpose for the commercial break, because really, who besides us remembers 3-minute warning?
You got 3 minutes. However it went.
All I remember is one of them getting speared through the barricade.
Something.
Goldberg speared, I think it was Jamal?
That's because that was the Raw I was sitting front row for.
Oh, I think that was a good Raw, too.
It was a good Raw. That was that they debuted Jericho's highlight reel on that one, and that's the night Stone Cold came back as general manager.
Oh, that was a great Raw.
Good times, good times.
Only we can go back
we
to
have
that
to talk
shit.
about TNA now.
Oh crap! All right, we come back, and it's fucking Flair.
Yeah, Flair is the fifth member of Team Garrett, because everybody thinks. I'm sorry, Team Eric, because everybody thinks Hulk Hogan's going to be the fifth man for Team Garrett.
No, but Hulk Hogan's actually smart enough to know that he can barely fucking wrestle.
Yes,
barely fucking move.
He's finally seen the light.
So instead, it's RVD.
So I guess the rumors about him going back to WWE were false.
Well,
apparently he doesn't like making money.
Apparently he does. Well, it's not about the money. It's about smoking.
Yes, it is.
It's about smoking all the weed he can on the company dime.
Oh, right. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. So, yeah, and Eric Bischoff is like, I finally No! You outmaneuvered me by bringing in a washed-up guy who can barely act. Yeah, I watched Film Brain's review of Wrong Side of Town, by the way.
Ric Flair's gonna fucking die this Sunday, isn't he?
I hope so.
Yep.
I'm gonna see him die in the middle of the ring, like he's been threatening to do for years.
Oh, come on, Iron Bite.
We don't want Ric Flair to die.
Yeah.
We don't want Ric Flair to die.
This is going to be a sad affair on Sunday.
Yeah.
Why? We just don't. We don't want him to die. We just want him to realize that his time wrestling in the ring should be done. You've done everything you can do.
No,
you were one of the best.
No, Flair wants to
one of the best.
Sweat and bleed and cry for this business.
Well, there is one thing. Thank God, they will never let Flair do. Fall off of a 30-foot ladder onto a guy who's laying on a table.
I should hope not.
You severely underestimate TNA.
Was that a reference to something? Because I don't remember that.
WrestleMania 2000 triple threat triangle ladder match. Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardy Boys.
Oh,
Jeff Hardy,
yeah, I remember that now.
Bubba Ray. Oh God, I love that match. That's what cemented wrestling and as a Hardy Boy fan. Anyways, speaking of which, we've got say what you want about the Rude Storm feud that they've had going. The video packages have been great until they involve family, but still, these have been some well produced, very nicely edited video packages between the two, and it really does tell the story that hey, we used to be friends, now we're not, and our families, especially the Rude family, are like devastated by that. I mean, it's kind of humanizing, but at the same time, why bring family into wrestling? There's a reason why the WWE uses models for wrestlers' wives.
I mean, if they were going to use family, this is the way to use it. And at least they haven't been on TV or been like live in the building. I'm sure they'll be live on the pay-per-view, and we'll talk about that when it happens. But
Yeah.
at least they haven't been on like legitimate TV yet. You know,
So,
that's
guys,
something.
just so you know, we've got ourselves a tag team match with knockouts.
Oh,
As
God. And this is technically the main event too.
yeah, and technically, it's not a bad match.
No, I was moderately entertained by it, which is more than I can say for a lot of other shit that happened on TNA. So
Yeah. I
So
mean, we've been saying this for weeks, perhaps months, maybe even a year. The TNA knockout division is not bad at all. They actually give them time to develop wrestling skills. They actually give them time to develop personalities beyond hee hee, I'm a stupid bimbo, or I'm really serious. And it's kind of nice, you know? It's kind of nice to watch that.
I mean, it's nice to watch, actual people.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah,
And
I'm not going to disagree with you there.
Yeah.
we've got Gail Kim and Madison Rain, who I guess are back to being best friends. And they're taking on Velvet Sky, number one contender for the Knockout Championship. She will be facing Gail Kim in a cage for that, by the way, on Sunday. And Mickey James, who, yeah, I guess has found a second home in TNA.
What do you mean?
Well, considering the fact that when she left the reason why she left the WWE was not because of that stupid Piggy James um, shit that was going on, but because she wanted to go and become a country music star, which hasn't exactly panned out for her, right?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
yeah, she wanted to become a wrestling Miley Cyrus.
Ah. You know what? I would pay money to see Miley Cyrus wrestle someone. Let's have Miley Cyrus versus Karma at WrestleMania.
Oh, and then Karma's gonna squash a bitch.
Oh, you want
Oh,
to make
God.
her child an orphan?
Eh,
Oh wait, no, that's Hillary Duff. Never mind. Just go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say Miley Cyrus isn't pregnant unless you heard something I didn't.
You know what? You know what? I, yeah. Anyways, so it was pretty good. I mean, they had some pretty good spots, and it ends with Velvet hitting in your face.
Yeah.
Okay,
the I fall down slam,
It
whatever it is.
it was there.
yeah,
It
yeah,
happened. It wasn't bad, but it's nothing to write home about.
So
yeah.
then we get our final segment of the evening, the showdown between James Storm and Bobby Roode.
I really like this promo.
I
It,
did
it
too. I
was
mean,
pretty damn good.
they've been bringing a lot of intensity and a lot of I don't really know. Just there's just been some real passion between these two that's been like just I don't know what it is
Well, you know
about.
what it is? It's two guys who work well together, and they just let them go out there and do what they do best. They know each other. They've worked together for years. They know how to make this work. They know how to make
And
it compelling.
it's TNA doing what TNA should be doing, and that's milking storylines, milking them like a fine wine, and then now we're getting the payoff to this storyline that's been going on for like what 5 years now.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the segment itself was well edited, which is just weird how TNA, they'll decide to like randomly edit in some nice shit to the show, and then one of the weird things is that like they a lot of words that wouldn't normally be censored in TNA were censored on this show, like ass and stuff. And then like in one of the promos, doesn't James Storm say that's bullshit or something, completely uncensored? And then Bobby Roode says bullshit in the promo, and it gets censored. Who's your standards and practices guy?
Yeah,
He's not very good.
there is 7 words that you can't say on TV. George Carlin said them.
Yes, George Carlin did say each and every single one of them. But to hear it, with to hear it from, like, out of the mouths of Bobby Roode or James Storm or anybody like that, it's like, okay, are they really just are they really going to let this go through?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, that's TNA for you. They've done dumber things.
You really do have to see the promo, though. We're not doing it justice because it was really, really fucking good promo. It's the kind of thing where you're like, why can't they just do this shit all the fucking time? Do you understand how happy it would make us if you just did shit like this all the time? It was a really good promo. It felt like it didn't belong on fucking TNA. That's how good the promo was.
It's a shining beacon of hope that TNA might actually not be shit one day.
You hang on to that.
Yeah. Honestly,
it is all we got.
Yeah, it is all we got. I mean, we can't really talk about this promo because it's so damn good. There's emotion. There's just so much emotion in this promo that I can't adequately explain how good it really is. I mean, it's like you're watching the ending of your favorite television show. You know that it can't get any better than this, and it's like it's like what did you say? This is the wine that they've been having ferment in the barrels, and they're just now giving out samples. And if they bring this intensity and emotions to the match at Lockdown, we might just forget that this is TNA. We might think we're watching some other company.
But at any rate, I suppose this is the point at which we should run down the card.
Yeah. I've got it up here right in front of me. Our first match listed here is going to be Matt Morgan versus Crimson.
Don't.
No one cares.
Oh God.
Damn. Talk about going from like really good sex to like, I don't know, stepping on broken glass or something.
I thought you were gonna say something about sticking your dick in broken glass, but okay.
Oh no. Wasn't that bad?
Why I don't care about this, because I don't care about Crimson, and I could fill up an entire show with how much I don't give a shit about this match.
Yeah, let's not even talk about it anymore. And let's move on to something else nobody cares about. Something I don't even think was booked. Robbie E versus Devon for the television title.
Wait, what?
Have these even been on TV since Victory Road?
Wait,
yes, they have.
Who?
Devon for the television title.
Is this a dark match?
No, it's listed as an actual match. I don't know. Were they on TV? Like, Devon won the title at Victory Road, and then
I'm going to tell you guys this. I mean, you guys are completely right, by the way, in the fact that they've been on TV. But okay, when you think television title, isn't this the title that's supposed to be on TV every single time you have a television taping? It's supposed to be defended on TV.
I'm sorry. Maybe I just haven't been watching Impact, but I don't remember them being on TV at all.
Me neither. Everyone keeps saying they were on TV, and I'm like, when?
I don't remember this match ever being booked, but
you know what? Now I'm gonna have to go find. I don't. You know what? I don't care. This title, this feud, Robbie E, Devon. I don't care. I mean, props to TNA to giving a single title before Capzilla, but I don't care. Do you care?
No.
did we have this shit at Victory Road and it was like we didn't care then?
Yeah. Move on. We've got Velvet Sky versus Gail Kim for the Knockouts title.
Okay,
Hey,
that
see, this is
dot.
the match I
forward to.
Yeah, this match might be good.
I'm
And,
kind of.
and I'll give the first prediction. I'm going to say Gail Kim retains.
I think they've been building up Madison pretty well to
Madison?
his title,
Velvet,
so I'm going to say that
Velvet,
It's Velvet.
Velvet, and yeah, Velvet. Yeah, I know.
they're indistinct, but one has a better ass than the other. Just ask Chris Sabin.
Okay, so I think Velvet's gonna get the title. But yeah, TNA doesn't like to have its fuck. It's not. I think Velvet's gonna win, but you never know with TNA because when they build up a face like this, it could really go either way.
Yeah,
TNA does not like its fucking faces to win.
No, they don't. They genuinely like heels to win. But I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go with you on this one, and say because of how she's been built, it's got to be Velvet. I don't even care if it's just for a month, for a week or a month or a couple days. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say Velvet too.
Yeah.
Backlash, you said Gale.
Yeah, I'm going with Gail, just because.
That's okay.
All right, and next up is the Motor City Machine Guns versus Magnus and Samoa Joe for the tag team titles. And I tell you this: if Motor City Machine Guns don't win, I give up.
We riot.
Yeah, we riot.
They might also just throw the tag team titles in the garbage. I love Medusa.
Allow me to play devil's advocate, dude. There's only two fucking tag teams now.
That's true.
And ideally you want this to last more than you want this feud to last more than one pay-per-view. Ideally, if I was booking it, that's what I would be thinking.
The problem, however, is all of us are Motor City Machine Gun marks, and the fact of the matter is, as I said before, if they don't win the titles, what's the point in bringing them back?
Well, they cannot win the titles, and then the feud can continue, later. It's not like they'll lose and they'll never get a shot again. Like I said, there's no other tag teams in fucking TNA, so it's them, and pretty much that's it.
That's true. But again, as I said, what's the point in bringing them back? And also, this could be a great.
Well, they can lose this time and then win next time.
I can see your logic, though, Lee. I can see your logic. I'm just saying what I think. But I'm gonna also go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna follow No Leaf in this. Joe and Magnus, if they want to give this an actual feud and not say, "Oh, Joe, you're winning titles." Oh, hello, Motor City Machine Guns. Welcome back. Here's your titles. Don't mind these two. They were.
Oh,
What do you think, Digi?
I'm gonna go with the Guns just because they're the Guns, and this honestly this tag team division needs salvaging, and they're the guys to do it.
Backlash?
Yeah, I'm still gonna go with the Guns just because I want them back. I want them prominent.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, and up next, Jeff Hardy versus Kurt Angle. And I'm gonna go. As I said, if Angle actually shows up and wrestles this match, he's a fucking idiot.
That's your prediction?
That's my prediction.
I'm gonna
Angle's
go.
gonna try and wrestle this match, and he's gonna hurt his leg a third time.
No, I'm gonna go with that prediction. If Angle shows up, he's a fucking idiot, and if TNA lets him wrestle, they're fucking retarded. And if Jeff Hardy does not get the fuck out of this company anytime soon, I'm going to kill him.
Why do we always have to resort to murder?
It's
Because
Impact. It did this to us. It's not our fault. Impact made us do it.
Yeah,
here's my prediction. Kurt Angle's going to show up injured, and they're gonna be like, oh, let's have Kurt Angle go over Jeff Hardy in 3 seconds.
No.
That's what they're gonna do.
I've got an even better prediction. Oh, Kurt Angle is hurt. Who could we call in to substitute? I know. Hey, X-Pac. You're
Oh,
I don't even
that
think
would
he's
be
allowed
fucked
to
up.
wrestle in TNA anymore. It's the hepatitis.
Yeah, he pulled a complete Jack Sparrow last time.
Well, no, he's got the Hep C, doesn't he?
Oh,
I don't think he does. But
Yeah, I don't think
He's got
can
something. He's got
that
something
shit
because
from China.
the last time he was booked, and they couldn't put him on because of I think he was diagnosed with hepatitis, so they bumped him from the show, and then during the show they pretended like he just no-showed.
Yeah. I think I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, he's got Hep C. He does have Hep C.
Yeah, so he's not even allowed to wrestle in TNA anymore. No, TNA that's not a problem with them. It's certain states.
Yeah, it's certain states, and one of the biggest states that is where that's the thing. It's I honestly don't know. I mean,
this got dark, man.
So next,
it always gets dark.
Next match is Lethal Lockdown. Team Bischoff versus Team Bischoff. And I think it's clear whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Team Bischoff is gonna win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Team Bischoff.
I am too.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Team Bischoff. It seems like they have the upper hand, but Team Bischoff could totally come back and dominate this match. So I'm gonna go with Team Bischoff on this one. I know I'm going against the grain, but yeah, I'm gonna go Team Bischoff here.
You know what? I'm changing my vote. I've been swayed. I'm gonna also go with Team Bischoff.
And then no matter what happens, Team Bischoff is going to get fired, and Team Bischoff is going to go on and have a nice, happy career.
Yeah.
Like he said, no matter who wins, we all lose.
Well, here's the one we probably want to talk about. The main event for the TNA heavyweight title, James Storm versus Bobby Roode.
James Storm.
This is actually a pretty tough one to call, because on the one side, I want to see Roode get his comeuppance. I really do. But on the other side, I'm actually entertained by this whole, I'm the champion, I can put my hands on the owner of the fucking company, and she can do jack shit against me type of heel. I mean, it's the only time he's ever been cowed by management is when he and two others threatened to quit, and Sting came out and said, "Hey, if you guys quit, you're forfeiting any titles you got." And they were like, "Oh no, never mind." So I really cannot say who I really want to see win. I would love to see James Storm win. I really would, but at the same time, I'd like to see Bobby Roode retain, just so he can, say, "Hey, I put away the Stinger, and I've foiled all. There's nobody left." I mean, and then that brings out some surprise entrant. But knowing TNA, they've got nothing lined up after this. I'm gonna go with Digi on this one. I'm gonna say James Storm.
Yeah, actually, I would like to see James Storm and Roode sort of pass the title back and forth for a year. That would make me happy.
I'm gonna go with Bobby Roode just because I smell something stupid coming for this. Yeah, it would be nice to see James Storm win the title, but I really think with how much they've built up Rude as a complete asshole, he's going to get beaten by Hogan. I smell something stupid.
Oh,
That is
that's probably a safe logic.
I will kick you in the face if that happens. I'm not even joking.
Like, it just feels like that's what they're going for. Like they're trying.
I will fucking kick you in the face, Backlash.
I mean, like he's so.
And I won't feel bad about it.
No, he's so over as a heel, and the crowd hates him so much. And eventually, he's just like this whole year. They're just gonna have him plow through everybody on the roster until at the very end, when we reach Bound for Glory, there's nobody left but Hogan.
that's depressing.
That's gonna fucking suck if that happens.
That's really fucking depressing.
I know I'm usually wrong about this stuff, but I always bet on stupid with TNA. I always bet on them to do something stupid because when it happens, it's going to be so glorious, and I'm going to laugh at you all.
You know what? I will join. I will actually do a rider kick to your face if that happens.
Oh god, I want James Storm to win. This might be controversial, but I'm not that into fucking Robert Roode right now, you know, and I don't know if that's like a bad thing or not, but I'm not into it.
I think the problem is that Bobby Roode's been in the main event for so long, like you want to see something else.
Yeah,
And I agree. I want James Storm to win too. Like even if they're not going with that incredibly stupid idea, I'm still putting my money on Bobby Roode.
That's fair.
Because with how over he is as a heel.
That is fair. That's fair enough, man. That is fair enough.
So I think
It's
we're done.
it's going to be a damn good match no matter
yeah.
what happens.
So I think we're done running down predictions. You want to take it home with a game of what gets more screen time than Jay Lethal?
Oh sure, why not?
Sounds so enthused.
Yeah, I am too. You know what gets more screen time than Jay Lethal? Bully Ray's fucking chain.
I almost thought you were going to say his calves, and I was just going to be like, oh, again?
No, I was not. Yeah.
You can't keep saying that. It's getting old.
I'm going to go with legitimately good promos get more screen time.
Attractive Latin women in lingerie who I totally am not looking at because I love my girlfriend dearly get more screen time than Jay Lethal. I love you.
Eric Young's torn Speedos showing up through his suit gets more screen time than Jay Lethal.
He was wearing a cummerbund. Come on.
You know
he was
what?
swagged out.
You know, I Anyways.
All right. That's going to do it for the Dark Match this time. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Blip TV or YouTube if you are watching us on YouTube. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video, and please leave a comment, a legitimate comment too. We really need some feedback here. You can also like us on Facebook. Leave comments there too. Again, feedback. You can also follow us on Twitter at DarkMatch Wrestling with one S. We're also each individually on Twitter. And don't forget to check out TRE Productions. They graciously host all of our videos, plus lots of other cool content. And we're also on Reviewtopia in the community section. Check us out there. Last but not least, visit us on the Spoonie Experiment forums where you can chat with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's going to do it for Dark Match. For everyone here, I am Foxy Friend Backlash.
I'm Iron Man.
And I'm Digifox, the fox that rocks your socks.
And I am No Leaf Clover.
And where are you?
Good night and good luck.